Tonight, a middle school evacuation led to student hospitalizations. Now, parents are speaking out about what happened.
Plus, Kyle Rittenhouse's trial continues as a use of force expert testifies for the defense.
And brewing up strength and conquering struggles. We'll share the unique story of a coffee shop with a purpose.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Thanks for joining us. Here in the Twin Ports, we haven't seen much snow just yet.
Yes, but as you can see behind us from these pictures, the snow is starting to pile up in many places on the Iron Range and unfortunately causing some issues on the roads.
Yeah, some very serious issues. We're taking a live look now at the current road conditions on Highway 135 near Gilbert. That's from our mobile weather lab. That's also tonight where a serious crash has closed that highway in both directions. According to MnDOT, the closure is between Bergen Road near Virginia and MN 37 near Gilbert. That is expected to be closed for at least the next 3 hours. We don't know how badly anyone was hurt, but we're going to keep following up on that and bring you updates as soon as they come in.
And now let's check in with meteorologist Peter Kavakowskis. Peter, obviously, as we're seeing those road conditions just continuing to deteriorate, is that going to continue through the night?
Yeah, that'll be the trend for the night tonight, especially for the far northwestern portions of our region, where they still have several inches of snow to go. Taking a look at the satellite radar right now, as you can see, that is where the snow is prevailing right now as well. Basically from the Twin Ports points north and west. Still a little bit of rain up towards the North Shore, and we've just seen the transition over to snow for us here in the Twin Ports. Taking a look at the current watches and warnings across the region. We have a winter storm warning in place for the northwestern portion of our region, highlighted in that pink color until Friday at 12 p.m. and then the winter weather advisory in that purple/blue color in place until Friday at 12 p.m. as well. Looks like the National Weather Service is allowing the gale warning to expire off of the lake right now. Taking a look at the current road conditions. The road conditions have continued to deteriorate through the afternoon and evening hours. Where you see that blue color means partially covered, snow-covered roads there. That pink-purple color, completely snow-covered roads there. You can see that up on Highway 53 before, up towards the Iron Range. That's where you really begin to see the road conditions deteriorate through the road conditions right now. Taking a live look at the current conditions across the region, just a little bit of rain for us here in Canal Park, but Effie as well as Ash Lake showing big snowflakes and a covered bridge there in Virginia. We're going to continue to see that snow through the night tonight. We'll take a closer look at just how much more falls coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, certainly an interesting comparison. Thanks, Peter. Tonight we're hearing from angry parents after an odd smell sickened dozens of people at a Spooner Middle School.
What was described as an epoxy-like smell was first reported yesterday morning. Tonight, district leaders confirmed 44 people inside the building needed medical treatment. 24 of them were students and 20 were staff. 2 students were transferred to hospitals outside of the area. Both of them have now been released.
The school shut down and will stay closed until the building is deemed safe. School district leaders still don't know what caused the smell, but they're working to investigate with authorities about what happened.
And today, parents of middle schoolers who fell severely ill recounted the terrifying experience. CBS3's Abigail Smith shares what medical testing revealed and why lawyers could be getting involved.
When a strange smell forced students to evacuate Spooner Middle School Wednesday morning, Lauren Marley says her daughter Kaylee was supposed to be picked up by her grandma. But when she arrived at the school that afternoon, Lauren says Kaylee was nowhere to be found.
After my mom searched and searched and searched, she finally found somebody that could locate her. At that point in time, they had said the EMS had already picked her up, put her into the back of the EMS, and had drugged her to Spooner Hospital.
Lauren says doctors told her Kaylee had been slipping in and out of consciousness and was incoherent. Her condition was so serious they transferred her to a Duluth hospital.
We didn't know. Nothing at all. We didn't know what was wrong with my child.
Crystal Streitz, another Spooner Middle School parent, says she eventually got a phone call from the school district that her daughter, Savannah Johnson, was also hospitalized. She didn't know what was wrong until she heard from the doctors.
So it was about a good 45 minutes to an hour before they told me that it was carbon monoxide poisoning.
Streitz said her daughter's face was beet red and she had difficulty breathing. Both parents say the girls' doctors told them it was carbon monoxide.
It's just
devastating.
The school district and authorities are still investigating what caused the students and staff to feel sick. The parents we spoke to say they're calling for the Spooner School District to take responsibility and hope no parent has to go through what they did.
We reached out to the Spooner School District and the school board. One board member responded saying they had no comment. We did not hear back from any other district members, but did receive a press release earlier today saying their greatest concern is for the well-being of their students and staff.
Proctor Public Schools will host vaccine clinics for kids ages 5 to 11. 2 clinics will be held in partnership with St. Luke's. One is on November 23rd and the other is on December 14th. Both are from 4 to 6 p.m. at the St. Luke's Sports and Events Center Community Room.
Minnesota's governor wants to make sure vets get the help they need when they need it. Governor Tim Walz toured a veteran service facility in St. Paul today alongside other lawmakers. Right now, only 3 veteran service facilities in the state offer benefits like counseling, employment assistance, and referrals for other services. Walz believes this is the best way to thank veterans for their sacrifices, adding the state needs more options.
Country. If you ask any Minnesotan, they will tell you do whatever's necessary to make sure that our veterans are reintegrated back and they have the benefits they earn and the support that they need when they need it.
Last week, U.S. Senator Tina Smith introduced new legislation to establish more veteran centers across the country. The governor and other Minnesota politicians said they support that bill.
And help is on the way for Superior residents behind on their utility bills. Superior Water, Light, and Power has a new program to help customers get caught up. The partial debt forgiveness plan is for customers with past due balances of at least $200 for 2 months or more. They can make a payment each month in addition to their regular bill. After 3 months, SWL&P will match the payment, reducing the total amount the customer owes over time. The program is available to customers who qualify for fuel assistance. Today in the Kyle Rittenhouse courtroom, a use of force expert testified for the defense.
John Black took the stand as part of an effort by Rittenhouse's lawyers to show the then 17-year-old had reason to fear for his life and acted in self-defense when he shot 3 men, killing 2 of them during a turbulent night of protests against racial injustice in Kenosha, Wisconsin last year.
Based upon your analysis of the video and sound analysis, what occurred first, the kick to the face by Joan Kickman to my client, or the first gunshot?
The kick to the face occurred prior to the gunshot.
Rittenhouse faces up to life in prison if convicted of homicide.
And it was a somber scene on the UMD campus today. ROTC cadets braved the rain to stand guard over the nation's flag in honor of Veterans Day. They've been out there since midnight, and they'll stay until midnight tonight.
As we honor those who served our nation, one local nonprofit is making sure the Northland also remembers those who made the ultimate sacrifice. The Duluth Women of Today hosted a Veterans Day event at the West Duluth American Legion. There were patriotic songs from the Denfeld High School Choir and military honors by John Marshall, captain of the Duluth Honor Guard. Retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel Donna Bergstrom spoke at the event and had an important message about the holiday.
Is to ask you to remember this day, the men and women who in every war since this country's origin have been a living testament to their loyalty to our country and to their own great courage.
The event ended with a blessing by Father John Petrich and music from the Duluth Drum and Bugle Corps. A Northland coffee shop is brewing up a roast with a reason.
Shannon Cornelius founded Yellow Bite Coffee in Hermantown back in 2017, and she recently started selling her own coffee bags. Very cool. But the venture is about so much more than just money. It's called the Hero Roast series. Each bag features a Northlander and a QR code to a podcast episode about them and their contributions to the community. The stories all share a common theme of recovery and overcoming obstacles. Cornelius says her Hero Roast is just the beginning of Yellow Bite Coffee's effort to brew up hope 1 cup at a time.
In the light of COVID and really the cultural trauma we've been through, like, you guys have skill sets that we all could benefit from. Anything I do, I'm just like, there has to be some, at least, definition and purpose behind it, because I guess I'm just old and I'm like, I'm done. I'm just done with just wasting time and wasting energy and wasting life.
Some proceeds from each coffee bag purchased will benefit foundations around the Northland. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from the local leaders featured in Yellow Bike Coffee's Hero Roast series and what this project means to them.
An Ashland High School teacher is helping his students connect with history. Along with their annual Veterans Day ceremony, the school also featured something new this year. One of the teachers put together a display of artifacts from World Wars I and II that he's collected over the years. Dan Obradovich put this little museum together, and he hopes it will help students recognize the real-life sacrifices veterans make.
So for students to actually feel and observe those items brings the history that much closer, beyond the web, beyond the textbook.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from an Ashland High School alum who remembers attending the ceremony as a student and her experience returning to today's ceremony as an Air Force veteran.
Still to come on Live Local, CBS 3, snowfall can rush some Northlanders into the holiday spirit. How downtown Duluth is embracing holiday cheer next.
And to top off that holiday cheer, we have some snow falling across the region right now. Just how much more will fall, we'll take a closer look at that forecast here in just a bit.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
Happy birthday!
Duluth Casino wants to celebrate your birthday with you all month long. Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash as a special birthday bonus.
Did you say every day?
Yes, every day of your birthday month. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FondDuluthCasino.com for all the participation details. We're celebrating your birthday all month long, so you can
have a great time out at Fond Duluth.
It's been said, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And these young artists mirror the best. The legacy lives on.
Kids and dogs, you gotta love them. But when in the wear is too much and it's time to replace those floors, visit Cloquet Flooring for fresh ideas.
Hello, I'm Shelley. We all know replacing flooring in your home is a sizable investment. With Mohawk's All Pet Protection and Warranty covering all pets, all accidents, all the time, we've got you covered. Contact Cloquet Flooring today to get your free in-home estimate or visit us online at cloquetflooring.com. See our virtual showroom.
Serving with hometown pride, Cloquet Flooring.
Be a little bit brave. Don't ever be afraid to.
We got a couple questions.
Do you think it's time for schools to reopen?
There is some positive breaking news.
We've got a lot of important new information for you and your family.
Was Mary Magdalene Jesus' girlfriend?
Jesus didn't have a girlfriend.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
What exactly is third base?
I'm thinking that we gave the kids a talk about the facts of life.
That's best left up to the parents.
It was your daughter who had the most questions.
I have two words for you. Not it.
You two are growing up, and maybe it might be time to have a talk about what is happening.
I think she's trying to have the human reproduction talk.
A new Young Sheldon, tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
CBS3 News is brought to you by Fond Duluth Casino. CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Lake Superior College. And now, your WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Peter Kevitkauskas.
Well, it's definitely been a warm day for us here in the Twin Ports. 42 degrees was today's high at Duluth International. So no snow accumulation so far. We've had an inch of rain, though, but we have just begun to see the transition over to snow across the Twin Ports right now. 34 with a little bit of snow flurries falling right now, and that west-southwest wind is still breezy between 15 and 20 miles per hour, at times gusting up to 20, 25. Satellite radar shows that we still have that snow across the region right now as well. Basically from the Twin Ports, points north and west, that's where you're still seeing the snow. A little bit of rain up for the North Shore as well. And here's how the current watches and warnings shape up across the region. In that pink color, you still see the winter storm warning in place until Friday afternoon, as well as the winter weather advisory in place for that area highlighted in the pink, or excuse me, the blue-purple color for the area there. Here's how the roads are shaping up right now as well. Where you see that purple color, that is an indication of completely snow-covered roads there. So definitely take it slow if you have any plans that bring you out and about this evening, especially to the north and west towards the Twin Ports, up towards the Iron Range and places further north and west from there as well. Closer to the lake right now, as you can see, we're still dealing with the rain, which means the road conditions are in good condition there. So here's how that forecast shapes up for the night tonight. As you can see, most of the snow basically prevailing across the northwestern portion of our region, say Hibbing points north and west from there. And as we head through the rest of the night, you can see snow showers basically for the same areas and a little bit less snow closer to the lake once again. Maybe a little bit of lake effect snow for the North Shore there, so they might see a little bit of a tick up in their snow amounts as we head towards tomorrow morning. Snow showers become a lot more scattered in nature through the day on Friday, and that will be the trend through the afternoon. We'll see the snow gradually begin to taper off. How much more snow are we talking about? Where you see that blue color, additional 4 to 6 inches of snow in place there. That light blue color, maybe an additional 1 to 3 through the Iron Range, and then closer to the lake, just an additional trace to 2 inches of snow there. But fast forward towards tomorrow evening, we begin to see those rains transition through the north and west, excuse me, and that's off the lake. So we're meaning the South Shore as well as the UP of Michigan, beginning to see a little bit of lake effect snow there. That'll linger through Friday night right into the day on Saturday as well, when you continuously see that winds off the north through the lake. We'll see the lake effect snow showers down there for the South Shore as well as the UP. How much snow could they pick up? It could be an additional few inches of snow down there. So they're not seeing much snow today, but as we head towards tomorrow afternoon and evening, right through the day on Saturday, as a result of that lake effect snow, some places could see up to 2, 4, possibly up to 5 inches of snow. So something that we're going to keep an eye on through the day tomorrow as well. As far as that forecast for tonight goes, temperatures fall back into the upper 20s as well as lower 30s across the region. Highs for tomorrow not climbing all that far, only low to mid 30s across the region, with the snow showers beginning to taper off across the region, especially through the afternoon and evening hours. Here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. We got that South Shore snow threat for today on Saturday, and possibly maybe a little bit of snow for the southwestern portion of our region for the day on Sunday. That could accumulate maybe up to an additional 1 to 3 inches, but then the good news is we dry things out as we head towards the early portions of next week. By Monday, you're talking about mostly sunny skies overhead and possibly approaching the 40-degree mark as we head towards Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Peter. Well, downtown Duluth will soon light up with holiday spirit.
Yeah, Minnesota Power welcomed back its traditional community Christmas tree today. A Hermantown family donated that 45-foot spruce, and this morning, crews worked through the wind and the rain to remove the tree and make the long haul to Minnesota Power's newly renovated Lake Superior Plaza. The 36-year tradition was missed last year as the plaza was transformed. Now, with the work nearing completion, Amy Rutledge with Minnesota Power says there is no better way to celebrate.
For some, may symbolize hope and optimism and really a return to normalcy when you think about all of the challenges so many of us have endured these past 20 months.
The power company is also carrying forward a new tradition with gifts to 3 Duluth nonprofits. The community Christmas tree will be lit at 5 next Friday, just before the Christmas City of the North Parade. So glad to see that tree back this year.
Yeah, and Alexis Bass here is pretty excited about it too, huh?
Yeah, sports are always lit around the North End here, you guys know. But every high school athlete dreams of bringing their talents to the next level, and today, Northland golfer put pen to paper doing just that. And speaking of college athletics, 3 Lady Bulldogs earned NSIC honors today. Iowa Real Sports next.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Welcome to Medical Insight, a weekly healthcare feature brought to you by the experts at Essentia Health. Here's your host, Louis St. George.
Today on Medical Insight, we'll look at Essentia Health's home monitoring program, which tracks patients' well-being remotely through technology on a tablet with an oximeter, blood pressure cuff, and thermometer.
Home monitoring is the technology that allows us to be able to monitor a patient in their home, outside of the clinic, outside of the hospital, allows providers and the care teams to be able to identify how patients are doing even when they're not in sight. So it doesn't require the patient to be continuously hooked up on a monitor. It doesn't require a lot of time. The results are taken quickly and able to be reported back to the care teams.
We will have RNs and LPNs that will be monitoring the dashboard 24 hours a day and reaching out anytime a vital comes in that's out of range or a questionnaire is out of range and the patient needs help.
People who are eligible include those with COVID-19, as well as select conditions like cancer or heart failure. The goal is intervention.
We don't want to practice medicine waiting for the 11th hour crisis to happen, because that entails a lot of suffering on the part of the patient and the family, and a lot of anxiety and worry. If we can go upstream and try to detect signs or symptoms of a worsening condition, we can make an intervention in real time and try to make a change in that person's life. We feel that people living with chronic illnesses will live longer and they will live a higher quality of life.
Other advantages of home monitoring include reducing hospital visits and getting patients home sooner, lowering healthcare costs, and reducing unnecessary travel. For Medical Insight, I'm Louis St. George.
To learn more about this and other health topics, visit essentiahealth.org/medical insight.
Your hands are cold, your feet are cold, you're freezing. Mother Nature is ready to bring you winter. Are you ready? Northwest Outlet is. It's the Northland's winter family clothing headquarters for men, women, and children. Northwest Outlet's massive inventory of the North Face, Columbia, and Carhartt with all the latest styles, colors, and sizes from 6 months to 5X is in. Long underwear, hats, gloves, mitts, snowsuits, pants, jackets, smart wool, and darn tough socks, and winter boots for men, women, and kids are in all sizes. Northwest Outlet, your family's winter headquarters. 1814 Belknap, Superior.
For you to learn something new every evening we need to write something new. And that's why winning the 2021 Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing makes us smile. The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
Cloquet's own Sam Baker has done just about everything you could hope to accomplish as a high school golfer. He's won an individual and team state championship, the Minnesota Junior PGA Tournament, and most recently was named the Minnesota Golf Association Junior Player of the Year. Well, that resume has earned him a scholarship to play golf at the Division I level. This afternoon, Baker publicly announced his commitment to Florida Gulf Coast with a scholarship. He says he'll always remember the great community around him and was quick to thank everyone who helped him along the way.
I mean, yeah, big thanks to my grandpa. He's really helped me a lot. He would bring me out, drag me out on the course, 6 a.m. and go to Black Bear, and then drop me off at the country club after, and I play 36 afterwards with my buddies. And that was another thing too. I mean, I was pretty lucky with having 6 guys around at the course that were my age that wanted to play. So it just really helped to have those group of guys.
His other top finalist was Minnesota, but he can play golf all year round down in Fort Myers, Florida. He's actually flying down there tonight to play with the Eagles this weekend. At the home of the Minnesota Wild, the ice turned into sports court, where the Class AA quarterfinals were brewing. Greenway Raiders coming in at 22-7, while the other side of the net held the 31-1 Main Streeters from Sauk Center. To the second set, Sauk Center receiving an up 1 set. Emma Markovich and Jaden Seville give the Main Streeters a taste of their own medicine to take the 6-5 lead. It's the Raiders' first match point of the day. Elise Eden passing with ease as Bree Miller taps it over. Sauk Center out of system and resets. Raiders taking good care of the free ball and taking advantage of their weapons up front. A little trouble in paradise. Ava Johnson secures set number 3, 24-29. Mid-game point and the Main Streeters find empty space. Greenway drops 3-1 and will play tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in the consolation bracket. This afternoon, the conference office announced season honors among the NSIC on the volleyball courts. Sophomore star Sienna Selbichka, senior libero Sid Lanou, and sophomore middle blocker Grace Dake picked up NSIC second team all-conference awards. Selbichka has led the pack behind the service line as well as offensively at the net. She currently ranks third in the conference with the highest number of kills and kills per set in a game. She sits in 7th for the most aces in the league as well. Libero Lanou finds herself in 2nd place in the NSIC with the most digs per set. She also received Defensive Player of the Week honors following her 35-dig performance over Moorhead. Middle blocker Grace Dake has hosted a big-time block party in Bulldog Country all season long. Dake holds the most blocks in the conference right now with 119. Bulldogs are on the road this weekend for their last road series of the season. And back at the X tonight, it was Southridge taking on Mayor Lutheran. First serve was at 6:05, and we will have the latest and greatest tonight. And you guys, they already took the set. Mayor Lutheran took the set 25-4. So coming out and just coming out hot. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Very
you're in
hot.
a really tight game, and being at the X, I mean, what a time.
Oh
to be
my
at.
gosh, exciting.
Absolutely.
I was there. I'm not going to tell you how many years ago, but
Me too.
thanks, Alexis. Well, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, compelling conversations over your favorite cup of joe is a common concept for many Northlanders. Tonight, we'll share one Minnesotan who is taking that concept one step forward, hoping to give back to her community in a big way.
And before we go, we've been watching the road conditions all night. Here's a live look from CBS3's mobile weather lab. We're out on Highway 53 there, I believe, right now. We're going to check in with Peter quick first before we go, too. And Peter, what's the rest of the night looking like?
Yeah, so we're still going to see that accumulating snow through the night tonight. Probably additional 4 to 6 inches for places for the northwestern portion of our region. Towards the Iron Range, probably additional 1 to 3 inches of snow there. And closer to the lake, only additional trace 2 inches of snow. All eyes turn as we head towards Saturday, when we begin to see a little bit of lake effect snow action for the South Shore as well as the UP of Michigan there, maybe approaching 2 to 4 inches of snow there. So something that we're going to want to keep an eye on as we head through the next 7 days. But then the good news is we begin to slowly clear things out as we head towards Monday and Tuesday of next week. As you can see, temperatures on Tuesday approaching the 40-degree mark once again.
Yeah, we'll get the snow and then we'll melt the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to November, I guess.
We'll see you back here tonight at 10.